Hey guys, Czar here with a buy stop order right above this market. I'm getting the wick's already come up, and I'm going to enter it right now on the DAX right there for a quick wick fill up to this zone right here. Ready? In this trade now, stop below current body. This is about a 1.2, I believe. Oh, 1.95. Okay. Yeah, it's funny when I measured it. Oh, I was measuring to this wick here. Okay. So this is, about a 1.8 now. It's about a 1.8 trade. I'm in this now. This is the DAX. I don't normally trade this on YouTube. I've been focused very much on the NASDAQ lately. I've been adding the S&P because I got some requests for that. And I've recently had requests to trade the DAX too, so I don't mind doing that. My original intention was to focus on the NASDAQ for 2 months and then start expanding out from there, and even including Forex and gold and what have you. But based on the feedback from my Telegram group, I'm happy to add a few other things in here effective immediately. And the reason for this trade, I think, is fairly self-explanatory, but we had the open range. This is my open range, by the way, by my definition, which is the first 10-minute candle. I'll show that to you here now. This is the first 10-minute candle, but then expanding to include surrounding support and resistance nearby, certainly in the Asian range here, and that's why you see an expanded range beyond that first 10-minute candle. We have a W bottom essentially in place here from yesterday's New York for the first leg of that W. I'm using W because some people like to use the terminology, so I want to make sure that people understand what I'm talking about. And then a failure to really connect with that rejection wick here, which is fine. It's almost a reasonably bullish sign. And then looking to break above here. It's a very simple structure to understand. And we're flipping the coin on it. Another very sluggish open here on London. We're just talking about it in the group. But we're dealing with it and waiting for reasonable opportunities here to flip the coin. Here's VWAP on London. Pardon me. Well, this is in London, but on the DAX. And I'm showing this to you even though I don't place a whole lot of stock in VWAP until we get later on in London, and certainly into the New York session. In the US session, I'll take a much closer look at VWAP and even make trades using VWAP specifically. And there's a playlist, a VWAP playlist on my YouTube channel showing that. All right, back to this. I'm going to make that a 25 points even. Close enough. Getting a little bit of a push now. Having to be really patient on these London opens. All right, pushing up. little bit more. So the other thing I liked about this trade as a setup is this really big attempt to pull back and then a rejection with the candle closing again, basically at this wick. I got in just before that close, so I didn't see that yet. I don't have to see that because this rejection and flipping was very important, giving this initial big shift candle trying to get out of this range. Once we got out of it, then things became more sound for me, if you will. Stop now to break even. Stop to break even. Now we're, as we'd say, free rolling this trade. I could give it all back and I'm okay with it. Math needs to work in the long run. While we're waiting here, I'll just flip over to the FTSE range bound, E-mini, so S&P range bound, NASDAQ very much range bound. There's nothing going on here. The only thing moving this morning is, in fact, the DAX. It's leading the charge. So I'm going to make a judgment call here. I'm just going to take you over to the sisters. Yeah, no, that's fine. I was considering taking profit right now because of what I see here. The range boundedness of those other indices, but I think that the DAX can actually take us to the promised land here. Reasonable chance. Waiting for it. Stop is a break even. Just being patient, guys. One of the most difficult things for most traders to do is to just be patient. Done. Trade is done. 25 points, 1.8R. And we'll see you a little bit later, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support and the likes and on subscribing and hitting the like button, notification bell, all that nonsense that people ask you to do. Appreciate that you're doing it. And I would ask you to tell your friends about the channel. We're offering a lot of great value here and no charge. I think sometimes not charging also devalues things for some reason in some people's minds, but we hope you see the value. And again, thanks for joining us. We'll talk soon. Take care.